I'd like you to chop this tree down with a single swing.
That tree? It's gotta be more than a foot across. That's impossible.
But it isn't a tree. It's what you hate most in the world. So tell me, Mr. Lincoln, what do you hate?
I hate that my mother was taken away.
Inadequate.
I hate that we were afraid.
And?
That my mother, father, everyone that we knew lived in fear.
Pathetic.
I hate that I was too small.
Too weak.
Yes.
And that you failed.
Yes!
To protect her.
Yes!
And that you let her die. Power, Lincoln, real power, comes not from hate, but from truth.
I got a question for you guys out there. What do vampires and Abraham Lincoln have in common? Nothing.
Introducing Abraham Lincoln, Vampire Hunter.
I loved it. Thought it was great. I finally got a chance to see it. It has great action. There's not a lot of action. This film, keep in mind when you watch this, it's not going to be bloody and gory. You're going to have CGI scenes here and there, but that doesn't bother me. It works great. What I loved about this film was the narration in the beginning of the Lincoln Monument. It was just fantastic and perfect. The cinematography, the editing, the acting, the character development of Lincoln from his childhood all the way leading up to the end of his presidency was fantastic. The guy that played various stages of Lincoln's life, perfect. I just loved it. It was just amazing. What did you like about it? Besides the whole character structure and story and all that, what'd you like about it?
Well, what I really liked is that, Abraham Lincoln, he's not a Van Helsing,
No.
And he's not the girl from Underworld. He's actually more professional.
Right, you never expect a president to fight vampires, and I thought the writers behind this film directed did a great job. It's interesting to see a political figure, kick some ass besides being a figure in the issues of Civil War and civil rights. That was a nice touch to it. The action's great. You do see some axe wielding. You do see some vampires fighting. You do see him understanding the vampire mythology and the society of occult vampire society with the help of a psychic named Henry. They do some fighting. They team up. They kick some ass. It's fun. You do get some cheesy one-liners here and there in between, but still a fun film nonetheless. If you're expecting something serious with this film, don't. There's nothing serious about it. There's some serious topics and issues, but a lot of it's accurate and inaccurate. So,
Pretty much.
that's what you're getting into with this film.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that's all there really is to the film. We don't want to spoil everything for you guys and spoon feed you it. Just watch the film. There's going to be some various moments that are accurate and inaccurate. That's what I noticed. When watching this film, I noticed a lot of things that I've learned in my history class in school that got me excited and made me go, oh, I know that guy. Oh, I know that place. It's kind of like that sort of thing. So it does have some it does have things that are irrelevant and some significance to it too.
Pretty much. Mm-hmm. And what is most unique about this film is the fact that, there are some, accurate stuff
Right.
that basically happened about, involving the people around that died.
Right, during the Civil War and slavery and him being president and a senator in Springfield, that's accurate. What's inaccurate is these vampires invading the whole United States. That's inaccurate, of course.
Yeah.
Vampires never existed during that time, but this is what we're getting into. It was a nice take. I thought it was fun.
Yeah, I thought it was a very creative movie, and I don't understand what was with all the hate.
Yeah, I don't understand the hate either. I mean, with a title like this, you gotta understand it's gonna be more than likely cheesy or silly, and it's gonna have non-serious subject matter. But this, surprisingly, some moments got to me in the film with Lincoln's life. Some moments made me cry, made me feel sad, made me feel happy. It's that type of thing. It's not just an all-out splatter fest.
No.
It does have some realism and significant historical aspects built into it. And
some of the plot line and dialogue, it just pulls you right in.
It does. Honestly, it does. It really does. From beginning to end, it pulls you in. It's not just
sort of like reliving
history.
Yes.
Except with vampires, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The dialogue pulled me in. The acting pulled me in. It wasn't just some whatever actor they got. They got this guy that played Lincoln. All the actors actually that played Lincoln throughout his life did a great job. and it really showed the power and how much he was an important role in American history.
Pretty much.
Yep. So I mean, this is pretty quick, but there's not a lot of blood or gore. You're not going to get that. You're going to get some CG blood. But the main thing to go with this film is the dialogue, the story, and the character development. Because there are moments where the true horror is what Lincoln suffers through and how he rises above those sufferings.
Yes.
Yep.
And what makes him become a man.
Yep. Pretty much. What makes him become a man with moral conscience.
Yes, and honor.
Yes. Okay. That is the best way you could describe this film, guys. There's not a lot of action, like we said. It's all related to the plot and the story of Lincoln with vampires.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to know about the plot and some of the stuff that we've been talking about, I would just see it yourself.
Just check it out. Our review doesn't do it justice. We don't want to make this complicated and annoying for you guys. Just check this out. Get this on DVD, Blu-ray. Netflix should have it too on instant streaming, right?
I would assume so, but I would just recommend this.
Right.
I would even add it for a movie collection, for God's sake.
Oh, exactly. I think this is a great film to add to your collection, especially if you're a history buff or a horror buff. You want something that's inaccurate or silly or whatever. Just give it a shot, guys. This is in 3D. We didn't watch it in 3D, but I'm sure the action scenes, from what you do see, the explosions and the blood and the gore and the gunshots, those are going to be the greatest things in 3D. We haven't watched this in 3D, have we?
No, we haven't.
Yeah, one day we're going to revisit this and check it out in 3D. So, yeah, I don't know how it's like in 3D, but in Blu-ray, it's perfect. No problem at all with it. Anything else you want to say, Dylan, before we wrap it up? Because I'm getting tired.
No, nothing really. I mean, the film is really self-explanatory.
It's pretty much a visceral, violent, and wild ride. This is what you're going to get into. So,
of course.
No spoilers, no in-depth, no walkthroughs. Just watch the movie and let me know what you guys think.
It's also unlike anything you've ever seen.
Definitely. All right. You guys have a happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy with your families and all that good shit. And we will come back soon enough later on. We're going to be talking about Black Christmas, the original by Bob Clark. So be on the lookout for that. And yeah.
Yeah, we'll see you guys then.
Pretty much.
Later.
All right. The high five. Later.
Later.